All righty, we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here today, aka Boudreaux. How y'all are today? Got my Evan Root hat on tonight. Uh, got my oh, let me kill that live stream. Got my Cajun Coin Hunter hat sitting over there. Text guy 790, what's going on, Mon Ami? How you doing? Is it getting a little chilly where you at? Cause it's sure enough getting chilly over here. Man. Eastwind Farms, what's up? What's up, Mr. Chris? David Carlisle, what's up? I thought I sent you a link, David. Let me check. Well, okay, instead of going to my sent messages and all that, I'll just go ahead and send you another link. Got a few links sent out already. And 45 degrees. Oh, I could imagine. Yeah, it's about 44, 45. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up in the near future is my good friend and cousin, Monsieur Raging Cajun, the man, the myth, and the legend.
What's going on?
And there he be.
Yeah, there I be, just sitting here. Can't deliver it tomorrow, which not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing. We'd rather be sitting at home right now, but hey.
I hear you.
Walmart DCs, you can't go in but an hour early for your appointment time. They are very strict on that stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, what you delivering to the one of the distribution centers?
Yeah, here in somewhere in Kentucky. Hang on, let me find the let me
Grumpy
find the
Grandpa's and Ron, what's going on? Miss Cammy, how you doing? Mountain Moon Adventures.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Hammy. Yep. Bon week. So yeah, it's a distribution center.
hmm
Okay. I thought I didn't know they closed. I thought those were distributions were open
Oh
most
no,
of
they
them.
they are pretty much open 24/7, but when they set an appointment for you to show up for your delivery time,
Oh,
you can't go in until about an hour earlier than your delivery time. They are very strict on that.
gotcha.
It's not first come first serve unless you got a drop and hook.
Okay. Backwood boy, small engine. What's up? Quick rinse tool junkie. What's up, Dave?
Hello, y'all.
Let's see. Grumpy Grandpa, David Carlisle. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Six guy. Yeah, I think I got everybody. There, Randy.
Mhm.
There's a window to this incredible world. Buttholes or peep shows. Well, the RxTX show is a window to the incredible world. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Lady Jax, hey, I ain't seen you in a long time. Wow, Tommy Hanlon, how's it going? Just won me a set of wrenches on, let's see, on a giveaway. Go ahead, hard head. Boom, boom.
It's always a plus.
Yeah, let's see, I'm seeing old quick rinse a link. See what he wants. And we're gonna be showing off the new scope, cone scope here in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Well,
buddy.
we got some interesting news today. The thing we've been waiting on for months and months and months now is finally being mailed out this week.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. La Maison?
Uh-huh. Do what?
La Maison? The house?
Yep. It's being
Yeah,
mailed out this week.
finally got it finalized.
Certified.
There's a
Yep.
new coin scope set up.
I seen that.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
watched that
buddy.
25-minute video last night.
Yeah. You get down to the nitty gritty with this sucker right here. I tell you what, man. There's Simon. Oh yeah, Lady Jacks, it is nice. I've been waiting on this for a long time. Over a year. And hell, this, all this whole setup, this is heavy. This is all solid aluminum. It's kind of got some weight taken out of it and all, but this is all solid aluminum. This is a steel. I don't know what kind of steel it is, but it's hard. It is hard. Machine shop, okay, Johnny's machine shop. When we were drilling them holes on the mill, we milled this, and that, like, man, that's some tough steel. It took some carbide bits. We used some left-handed thread, left-handed bits. I mean, not left-handed thread, but left-handed bits. Man, TVO sounded off for boot. John Francis, another Louisiana man in the house. Quentin Nelson, what's up? Excuse me. We've got 3 Louisiana guys in the house so far. So
Yep.
there's people in the chat. Simon, your email. Check it. And we're going to be talking about a giveaway after a while.
Uh-oh.
Gonna be something nice. We'll let some more people come in here, and then we'll show me a mint mark. 710 said, "Show me a mint mark." I think I made that comment in what you call it. Oh, I forgot to put my headphones in. I don't know how I sound. I probably sound like crap. Dancing along with Renos. What's up? Oh, that's right. David Carlisle wanted to buy everybody dinner tonight. Steak dinners, I think, he said.
Uh-oh.
If I'm not mistaken, steak dinners. Yeah. There's Mr. Kyle Alex right there. What's going on, Kyle Alex? And
Hey, Kyle.
if I can.
I think the new channel stickers will be here this week. I think I'll be home to get them, actually.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get them from?
Sticker Fritz.
How much those run? They cheaper than Sticker Mule?
I bought, can't remember if I bought 50 or I bought 100 4x4 stickers for like $55. So,
Okay, so it's, well, $55. That's, I assume that's 100 or more, because I know you ain't gonna spend uh, $55
It was
on 50 stickers.
it was somewhere up in there. It might have been cheaper than that.
Okay,
But the
because
four
you
by four
know,
stickers, they won't be they won't be just distributed out freely.
right? Gotcha.
only
Coach,
reason I did only reason I did the first one's free is because I thought they were a little bit too small. But
okay,
this one that's coming is a totally different design. It's still got Raging Cajun Garage on it, but it's a totally different design.
gotcha.
And if anybody wants to see a preview of it, it's on my community page in my on my on my channel.
There you go. Get them people to look at your channel. And there's Miss Missy right there. That's
Missy
my honey,
Luquette,
sweetie pie.
the best Cajun cook on YouTube.
That's a fact, Jack.
If y'all can't tell by Boudreaux's stomach, then you can't tell. He,
Kyle Alexander said, Missy Luquette, you rock my cooking world, by the way.
oh man, it's been a long day. Nope, we're finally going home to get all our winter gear and put the refrigerator in the truck, the microwave, get the truck finally set up the way we need to get it set up.
There you go.
So Black Friday is going to be one for the books. Put it that way. There's going to be some big reveals coming up after that.
There you go. Dancing along with Reynolds said, steak dinners? He said, why did he send me the dollar menu? Yeah, you see, he advertised steak dinner. That clickbait. Clickbait. That just, that's not right. That's not right. There we go. Here's quick rants to Tool Junkie himself, Mr.
What's
Dave.
up, guys?
What's
Hey,
cracking
Dave.
like?
Same old thing, just different day. I actually won something though today.
Yeah, you mentioned a wrench setter.
I don't know if you ever heard of
set,
this YouTuber,
something.
but his name is Wrenching Mafia.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I think so. Yeah, think
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
he did a giveaway on his channel, and I believe I won a metric set of Craftsman overdrive wrenches,
Oh,
which I believe
Cool.
are basically. I don't know about the open end. I know the box end. I believe is the same thing as a Mac RBRT wrench.
the open end is basically the same as the Snap-on Flank Drive Plus and the Mac RBRT combination wrenches.
Yeah, something like yeah.
I think they got the both. I think it's got both of the aggressive profile like those wrenches have.
But it'd be a nice set to have around the house.
Hmm. That's the set that JWC Tech was trying to get his hands on, but I guess he decided to wait on it.
And then who was it? OG Scuba Steve won the 90-some piece or whatever piece Craftsman overdrive socket set.
Nice. What the hell, Boudreaux?
Hooking up my scope here.
Oh, you're, it's like
I had it up earlier. I don't know why my Irium webcam wants to take over. Oh, this is it. I was doing it wrong. I was doing it.
I keep buying tools for the house. I'm gonna have to buy me a new toolbox.
you're supposed to buy a new toolbox anyway.
Well, that's for my work.
Just
It wasn't
buy
for
your
the fact,
tool.
it wasn't for the fact my box was so deep. If I buy a new box for the job, I'd actually bring home my old one. But I think it's just too deep and it's gonna be too much in the way in the garage. I think
Buy
I'm
your
better
roll
off with a
cart.
couple. I think I'm better off with a couple Harbor Freight boxes I could line up in a row.
72 bottom triple banks going on sale Black Friday for $1,500.
I could probably find the last version of it. Was that the Series 3 now? Or the Series 2?
Series 2 was the last one.
Yeah, I could
Series
probably
3
find
is
those.
up now.
I could probably find what I'm looking for used there for a couple $100.
You'll find them on Facebook Marketplace, but I highly doubt you're going to find them in stores anymore. I don't even think they can order them
No, I'm
anymore.
talking about Facebook Marketplace and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this Missy? Is that your wife?
Yes, it is.
Well, hello. The best Cajun cooker in the South.
Best Cajun cook on YouTube.
Hey, that's blurry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
only a 30-inch deep box is tough to fit properly in a garage. My garage is not big enough. I screwed up when I built this house. I should have had the 6-foot extension put on my garage, and I didn't.
Yeah, that's the pluses of Harbor Freight toolboxes. That you can fit them. They fit more into a home garage.
Well, what I'd like to do, if I can, I've been looking around. I'd like to find me a piece of property that's reasonably priced somewhere in the area I live,
Hmm.
or even a piece of property with a house on it that I could vision doing to the house what I'd want to. But I'd like something where I could put up a, I don't know, like one of those, I guess it's called prefabs, or they can make them all kinds of different ways, but the steel construction garages,
Uh-huh.
and put up like a 30 by 40 garage on the property.
Instead of doing that, why don't you just expand your
Expand what?
the garage you have now?
I don't have the room. I got a neighbor next door.
Oh shit!
I live in a subdivision.
Oh yeah, those get kind of small up there in Michigan.
Yeah, I'd like.
I forgot we
like
live. I forgot where we lived. We lived on a dead end street with nobody on the side of us. We had all 3 lots bought up. We owned all 3 lots. We had a 2.5 by 2.5 garage already put on it, with the breezeway in the house and the big backyard, and yeah, and we let that house go.
My
It's
lot's
gonna be.
only, my lot's
It's
only
gonna
like,
be.
I think my lot's 80 by 124 foot, 80 foot across, 124 foot deep.
It's gonna be hard to get into another house that's not that same size for the garage.
With the same size I have now.
No, the same size we had up in Michigan when
Oh.
we lived up there.
Yeah,
What's up,
this is- that's what I'd like
Braxton?
to build the 12 by or 30 by 40 garage on the property
Hmm.
where I could have a hoist in it and shit.
That's a fact. D is for Denver.
Yeah, I think if I could find what I'm looking for, the only thing that sucks, interest rates went up so much. I don't know if I'd want to have a mortgage on the place.
Not right now, you don't.
Well, their interest rates are hovering right around what 8% for a house loan.
Yeah, they're saying right now it's no time to invest in anything.
Well, I would say by June or July, just based off of what I'm getting out of Jerome Powell, which is the head of the Fed, I think they're going to pivot come next year
Possibly.
and start dropping rates again. Well, first of all, they're finding the rates are not helping slow down inflation.
But I think the buyer's market and the seller's market has really went downhill right now.
I don't know. They're still selling out here like you wouldn't believe, man. I cannot believe the prices they're selling at either.
Hmm.
But then again, if I sold mine at that high price to go buy, something equivalent, I'm going to be looking at more money or same kind of money, probably most likely more because why would I sell something to buy something equivalent? I'd probably go bigger or smaller.
Maybe a little bit of a smaller house, but a bigger garage.
Like I said, I can deal with a smaller house. My house is 2,100 square foot that I'm in now with a full basement. It's a full basement that's got 9.5 foot ceilings in it.
Damn.
I had it dug extra deep. So if I ever wanted to put an 8 foot drop ceiling down, I could. But I never did. I've been in this house for 18 years and I never finished the basement. The basement's all prepped for another full bath down there. I mean, it's got all the plumbing set up already for the sink, the toilet, a full-blown bathtub, or a good-sized stall shower. Like, I mean, good size, like a 4-foot stall shower. I mean, walk-in stall shower. Or you could put a bathtub down there or whatever with a shower, whatever you want to do.
Well, it looks like I need me a LED ring light for that. Oh, Skipper, what's up, Numismaniac? Santa Claus is in the house. Yeah, ooh, that new scope for you is like porn. Damn. Yeah. I need to get me a light to see where to see all that good stuff.
I just got a thing from the realtor down the street that just sold a house on my street, just down the street. I'm trying to remember what they said it sold for. Let me see if I can find that. Something like a little postcard thing.
Oh yeah, Kyle, she knows that. We save our change in a certain little container we got, and I scope all through my change all the time. I save my change like that, and it you know, every now and then you find something, you know. Usually if it's silver, I hear that right off the bat when I throw my change on the table. You know, I just drop my change on the table. Boy, and I can hear that silver too. I know that ring. I know that ringtone. That ringtone.
Let's see. We sold that. They auctioned off that house. It was sold for like 87,000.
Oh, that's nothing up in that area.
Yeah, the house was run down.
Oh,
Her dad never did anything to that house. It was run down. The garage was the best thing on it, and the people that bought it, the flippers that bought it, I guess they put 20, 30, 40, or 50,000 into it, and they got at least 190 off of the resale. It's a nice house now. It's
The
a
house,
really nice house.
the house that just sold down the street for me sold for $375, and it's the ranch. That's 1,680 square foot.
Hmm.
Well, Raging, what town in Michigan that was? The
That
house
was
was?
That was Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Right, right.
It's right off Lake Michigan.
Hmm.
Well, that's where Raging's house was.
It's a little bit south of me, and then straight across the state from me.
Yeah, right up 94.
Yeah, so I live about right here, and Kalamazoo is right about there.
Hmm. You're close to Taylor, Michigan.
Me?
Hmm.
Nah, Taylor's a hike for me. I'm close
Not too.
to, like, I don't know how familiar you are with cities in Michigan. I'm not far from Sterling Heights. I'm not far from Rochester Hills. I'm about 30 minutes south of Port Huron.
You're in a good part of Michigan.
Um, about 45 minutes north of Detroit. I'm close, real close to Romeo, Michigan.
Hmm. We got a terminal that we go to in Taylor.
Taylor's downriver for me, if I'm correct, right? Yeah.
Hmm. I think it's just south of Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep, Tony the Tiger. That's right. Kellogg. Frost.
Yeah, so
Cornflake.
when you're in
Frosted
Taylor, you're
cornflake.
probably about 50 minutes south of me. If you could run I-94 straight up.
Mhm.
They're great.
Like if
I
you
missed
get
that
into
one.
Detroit and you get out, you hit 94, you can run 94 straight up, and you get off just before New Baltimore, Michigan. Don't you have some family that lives up this way, Boo?
And Laval.
In
Livonia.
Michigan?
Laval.
Livonia.
No, Laval. Laval. Laval, by Quebec
Huh.
up there. Canada. Laval, Canada. It's not
Oh,
that terribly far from Quebec and all that. It's, the same last name, Luquettes. It's some distant relatives.
I think we picked up a load there this month. Oh no, we delivered one to Taylor that was going to Canada. Then we went up north a little bit, probably passing your city, uh, to pick up one.
How how do you say this? A numismaniac?
Yeah, numismaniac.
How could you have spent all of your youth between Lake St. Clair and Lake Ontario cruising the Detroit River? Lake Ontario is a hell of a freaking ways away from Lake St. Clair. Are you sure you're not talking about Lake Erie?
Now,
Detroit River
he was.
separates Lake Erie from St. Clair. So you'd have to go all
There's
the
a
way to
reason.
Erie to go up to Ontario.
There's a reason we call the numismaniac skipper. Okay, he was a ship captain for a long time.
But I'm just saying, Lake St. Clair is a long ways away from Lake Ontario.
Okay, yeah, but when you raised on the water, on the rivers and the water, and you travail, traverse the water like that by boat, ship. There you go.
I mean, my buddy and I, my buddy's got a boat. We've gone from St. Clair down the Detroit River and gone into Lake Erie to go fishing. But we've never thought of trying to make it all the way over to Lake Ontario. We could. We'd have to stop at a lot of gas stations, I'm sure. But
Oh yeah. Well, when you're on a boat that holds
I'm trying to remember how many gallons this boat holds.
a lot.
Those boats not that big, so you don't want to be out there if it gets too rough.
Right. We got like said 25-foot boat, bay boat, center console or something. 200 horse on the back.
What's that?
We've got like a 200 horsepower engine on the back of a 25-foot bay boat.
I think his boat's 25 foot long, and I think he's got a just shy of 300 horsepower
Okay, about
inboard
250.
motor on it with a Mercury outdrive.
Oh, okay, yeah, in out drive.
Try to remember how many gallons of gas he holds. 80.
Probably, I would say that 6-cylinder or V8.
It's a V8.
Okay,
I think it's
Yeah.
a V8. It could be a 6. I don't remember if it's a 5.
it's probably a V8, and that no, that's a V8 in a 25-footer or something. That's a 305 Chevy engine.
It's either 305 or 350.
Merc Cruiser uses 305s. They may use the 350 also.
You're probably right. It's probably the 305.
Either one, because Mercury uses Chevrolet engines and Ford, the Cobra, Ford in-out drives. The OMC, okay, OMC in-out drives use Ford engines, like the 302. A buddy of mine had a 302 in his in-out. It was an OMC in-out drive, and
Yeah, that
Mercury
boat-
uses Chevy engines.
Yeah, that boat I was going to redo had a 305 Merc Cruiser in it.
Yeah. A starter
Big
for that
board.
sucker is $189. So where a regular 305 car engine, not marine, but car engine, was like $69. So, but you looking when you say marine application, everything goes up triple the price.
I ripped it out of that boat because it had JB Weld on the side of the block.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
when I
boy,
seen that, I'm like,
boy.
yeah, I'm not even going to try it. So I pulled it out and took it to the scrapyard.
What's up, Tim? Space Rangers recording studio. Oh yeah, that coin scope, man. It's the arm that makes it, though. It's the arm that makes it because. Oh, that went my camera. Hold on a minute. Let me get this other thing out the way so I can move my webcam over a little bit. God dog it, no. Hold on a minute.
I got
Let me
2
get
minutes.
it.
I'm just looking around shit here. I got 2 minutes. I've said yes to too much stuff. I got too many side gigs going here.
Yeah, this arm is what makes it, Tim. I mean, I can move that thing any which way but loose.
I got to make my way down to my transmission supply store tomorrow. Buy the parts and get this freaking transmission out of my garage. I got a 460 LE or what? I'm brain
4L60.
4L60 out of a 2003 Chevy truck that I got to rebuild for a friend of mine. Very simplistic transmissions to rebuild.
I had mine replaced.
How much they charge you?
25, everything included.
I mean, that's them taking it out, rebuilding it, putting it back in.
No, they just put another one in it.
What's that?
They just put another one in it.
Oh, they didn't even rebuild it. They just put another one in it.
Yeah, they didn't rebuild that one. They had one ordered.
Do you know who they got it from?
I don't. I think he was getting all this from Jasper.
You couldn't have been getting it from Jasper for 2,500 your way.
I don't know.
There's a very reputable place, I believe it's in Wisconsin somewhere, that does a very good job on remanding transmissions, and their price is extremely reasonable. I don't know how they stay in business.
Well, this guy is pretty much a transmission shop, period. So he must get good prices from somewhere.
There's only certain cars I'll mess with a transmission on where I actually will say, yeah, I'll rebuild that. Because too many of these other ones you need special tools for and shit that I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy it to do it one time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need anything real special to do the older GM tranny. So it takes about $800 in parts now. If you're doing it right, it's all new clutch packs, new freaking pump, all new solenoids.
Yeah,
all
the
new
only thing you
systems,
cannot,
parts,
the only thing you
body.
can't change and fix is the sprag gears.
This thing basically just had worn out, just from age, worn out clutch packs and some worn out bushings and shit. And just typical normal wear and tear. I think it had like 220,000 miles on it.
Hmm.
I want to get that out of my garage.
Well, Silverado runs like a top now. I mean, there's a few more things I got to do to it, like redo some of the front suspension or just rebuild the whole damn thing.
Did you no that transmission job you got? Did you get a new transfer case too?
I think so.
I wonder if they
I
use.
didn't ask that.
Well, you'll be able to know if you look up under it.
Might have been the
Newman's
same transfer case.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
Skipper
there's a
said,
distinctive color difference between the case of the transmission and the transfer case. If it's an old
Skipper said, I miss the days when I could work on my own cars. I open the hood now and I don't even recognize what I'm looking at. That's a fact, yeah.
where'd your truck come from?
Well, I bought it up in Michigan. It's originally from Pennsylvania.
You know how many miles are on it?
178 now.
How many were on it when you bought it?
150.
It probably didn't replace the transfer case.
I don't know. It runs good. That's all I care about.
But the transfer case depends on what condition it's in. All depends for the most part. How many times did they use four-wheel drive? If they ran it rear-wheel drive all the time, the transfer case isn't going to see shit for wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be like brand new, like my Jeep. It's never hardly seen four-wheel drive in its life. They might have shit, maybe 3,000 miles, or 1,000 miles out of the 160,000 miles that's on the Jeep.
I only apply four-wheel drive when I need it. Otherwise, it stays in two.
What's up, Terry? Mon ami, how you doing?
Hey, Derek.
Oh, Kyle Alexander says on our trucks we run LS engines and we rebuild the chunk tranny the pump cans tranny after every race.
That's what I was saying, Terry. For 2,500, he's not getting a transfer case. Even 2,500 to remove your old tranny and put in a reman tranny from a reputable rebuilder, which I doubt it's a Jasper. Although I don't know, I haven't priced out a Jasper trans of that type in a long time. But he's not leaving himself a whole lot of room for profit as a trans shop. But I do have a rebuilder. I wish I could remember the name of the company it is. I want to say it's out of Wisconsin. And their prices are phenomenal. It's like quality. I've had no problem with quality from them. I've installed many of their transmissions and had no problem with them. And it's like when you find out the prices, you're like, really? That's it? It's like, how are you guys making money? How are you staying?
Yeah, he's got plenty of business.
No, I'm not talking about
stays-
him. I'm talking about who he's getting the tranny from. Like me, I talked to this company. I want to say it's in Wisconsin. I should know this. But my sales guys usually talk to him, and they tell me the numbers. I'm like, that's all they're charging us for this tranny? I don't know if I should trust it. That was the first time that I encountered dealing with this company. And
Excuse me.
their prices are phenomenal. The quality's been fine so far. We probably installed a couple dozen trannies from this company, and haven't had a problem with one yet. I mean, they ship us the trans in a plastic crate type thing, and they actually put the trans fluid that they want, put in that transmission in it. It's in that crate. Everything, it comes with everything you need. Their prices are phenomenal, and then you just put the core in there and send it back.
Mhm. I mean, I asked him how much a 480 would cost me. He said 2,800. I'm like,
I'm trying to
2,800
remember
all included.
I'm trying to remember what it pays labor to remove and replace the transmission and 4-wheel drive and R&R the transfer case. Because before you can pull the tranny, I believe on those Chevy, I know on those Chevy trucks, before you can pull the transmission, I think you have to pull the transfer case.
Well, you could pull it all in one, but it's more of a headache to do it. It's really better to pull the transfer case off before you pull the transmission.
That transfer case doesn't even weigh that much. They're not hard to take off.
No, it's just a couple bolts and undo the undo the drive shaft, a couple bolts that connects to the transmission. Pull the pieces that you need to pull off of the damn frame or from the transmission mount and stuff like that. Pull all that, yank the damn transfer case out.
There was a guy here in town, Wilford Arno's his name. That was the best transmission guy in town, bar none. Randy Manuel, that owns manual transmissions now, and his dad Bradley Manuel, they were good. I mean, Randy learned everything from his dad and Wilford Arno, but that man can do wonders with a transmission. But he's retired, been retired. He's like 90 years old right now. And the place is going to crap. He owned a junkyard also. One of this area, I mean, Southwest Louisiana, largest junkyard, automotive salvage yard. And the place is just going to squat now. It's not like what it used to be when Wilford was there.
I have a great local trans guy. It's just his prices kept going up on us. If I took a trans out and took it to him, and he's no longer willing to stand behind warranty that we wanted to offer the customer.
Right.
Like he wanted to do a 1 year, 12,000 mile warranty, and we're like, no, 3 year, 36,000 miles. Well, I'm not doing that. You want to do that, you got to pay me this much more for it. And I'm like, so you telling me you rebuild a trans, you can't guarantee it for 36,000 miles? He's like, nope, I'm only going to give you guys 1 year, 12,000. Well, we go with somebody that's going to give us more than that. I actually think the place we're getting the transmission with now, I think we have the option to purchase up to 75,000 mile warranty with them, which I know they're in direct competition with Jasper. Jasper gives that option too.
He gave me a 1 year warranty on it. I think I could have talked him up more, but it probably would have cost me a little bit of money.
Well, if he's a good trans guy, you have nothing to worry about.
No,
whoever his supplier is a good supplier. You have nothing to worry about.
Hi, Skipper.
You shouldn't
Take
have
it easy,
anything to worry
buddy.
about. It's
Long
a
week.
pretty simplistic transmission rebuild.
I checked with everybody. I checked it with everybody I knew on his background. Everybody loves him. I mean, that's one of the favorite shops of the whole town.
It's not that transmission doesn't have any common failures other than if you don't put it in tow haul mode and you're pulling a really heavy load with it, you're going to burn the tranny up. But the secret to success with that trans is if you're going to work it hard, make sure you're in tow haul mode.
Only reason it failed because the damn thing got ran dry.
Yeah, it was probably close to failure anyway. Hard to say. I've seen those things go 300,000.
Third and fourth was the first gears to go on it. First and second were fine. Third and fourth, they were toast.
What do you do? Run it low on transmission fluid?
Yeah, the guy that was driving it ran it low on transmission fluid. Wasn't watching what he was supposed to be watching. I told him to watch my damn transmission, check the fluids regularly. Well, he didn't.
I got to do that with my Jeep, my Liberty. I got to check the oil, and I knew that when I bought it. One owner, well, actually it was two, but he owned it the longest, and it was a pull Jeep because the Liberty, you know, it's got that there's not many vehicles that you can pull behind a Bluebird motorhome, you know, or Silver Eagle motorhome. There's not many vehicles you can pull behind those because of the transmissions. You know, it's the Jeep Liberties had that neutral 4-wheel drive and neutral. You know, it's automatic, but 4-wheel drive it was compatible to pull, and so it was pulled a lot. It wasn't driven a lot. I mean, it's a 02, which is the first year model of the Liberty, and it's only got 160,000 miles. So, you know, that's not bad. And a lot of them miles are not in 4-wheel drive.
Right.
And it lived very few winters up north. It always came to the south in the wintertime, so there's no salt. Not a lot of salt intrusion on it, you know, road salt.
Well, Raging being the fact that your truck was Michigan/Pennsylvania, I take it the trans lines were rotted out and leaking, right? The cooler lines.
Yep. I know because I changed them out.
No, I was gonna say I change those things all the time. That's where my assumption is that was where your leak was because I change them all the time.
Yeah, it was leaking right at the bend when it was going up to where it connects into the transmission or wherever the case up here.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this. When the guy sold me the Jeep, he told me, look, it uses some oil. You got to check the oil about every 2 weeks, you know, and the tranny. You got to check the fluid in the transmission. You know, he says this is an old, well-loved, you know, well-driven vehicle, and I got it. It was 145,000 miles, so it was well-loved, you know. So he said check the oil every 2 weeks and the transmission fluid, and by gum, he was right. No Man's Land treasure. What's going on, mon ami? He said, have y'all ever seen those wood gasifiers? People drive cars on wood chips? No, I never heard of that. Maybe Dave. He's the best mechanic in the house tonight so far on panel. I never heard of that.
No, I've never heard of that either.
Maybe an old steam car, you know, from years and years ago. They had those steam cars. They even had steam bicycles. years ago. Years ago.
I mean, I've heard of cars driving on cook and all, but I think that's about all. Mm.
I would have to look that up, no man's land. All right, y'all take over for a minute. I got to go lean off the dock.
Well, I can't see chat, so.
Do you really lean off the dock? I mean, do you actually have a dock?
You have to ask him when he comes back. His earbuds ain't in.
Yeah, I don't think he has a dock though.
Ah,
I don't think he lives on the water or on a.
I don't
any
know.
water.
Maybe. But
There's
yeah,
not much to entertain. Nobody's talking.
I'll be putting in some orders the next couple of weeks. And by the time we come home the next time, I'll be picking up a few things. If I don't wait for Black Friday, Black Friday.
Black Friday where?
Harbor Freight.
No.
She's really pushing me to get the 72. She says that's a big enough box for you. You won't regret it. You won't need anything else. I'm like, why do you make so much sense? But we'll see.
What do you mean you never need anything else? It depends on how much you buy in tools.
Well, I won't have to buy that big of a box again. I'll have my roll cart. If I need anything else, I'll just get the 56-inch top box for the one I've got now. And then I'm going to get the side lockers because they have dropped. They are on the site now.
How much are their side lockers going for?
We got like $400.
Yeah.
With three shelf of one drawer, and I think it's like 20.5 inches wide. They went bigger on the side lockers.
All I know is it's amazing what you accumulate tool-wise. Then I could actually free up a lot of room in my box if I took out like all the stuff I don't use. I use on 80s vehicles.
You just got to get organized.
I've already done this a little bit. I got crates stored at my shop, like totes with like random ass old tools in it that I never use anymore because I never see the cars anymore. But you never know what rolls in.
Right.
There's always that son of a bitch that's got that car sitting in the garage for the last 20 years. His mother's been in a nursing home, and all of a sudden she passes away, and now it's become a sentimental issue to him. And I want everything fixed on it. It's like, dude, do you really, really want to fix this 1992 Lumina? Really? I mean, it's
Maybe it's got some of those cars. People got sentimental value attachment to them. I mean, they just don't want to part with it. Somewhere along the line, they got that car from somebody special, or somebody gave it to them, or they bought it for some particular reason. They just don't want to part with it.
Well, I dealt with a customer like that not too long ago. He actually stood and cried. And I said, dude, I can't help you on this situation. The car is done. I mean, yeah, the engine still ran, but the back end of the car was falling out of it. And the whole unibody was rotted to shit. I couldn't even lift it up on my hoist. I had to drive it up on my alignment rack. And I was showing them, like, this is why your car feels funny in the back. The whole ass end's going to fall out of the car. Well, how much to fix it? I can't. Well, who can? Nobody. I mean,
it costs more to fix than just take a piece of that car and put it up on a shelf or something and
it was
retire it.
rotted out. It was rotted. It was a 90s Olds Delta 88.
He didn't have no emblems left on it or nothing like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying the underneath was just rotted. There was nothing left
That-
of the unibody. If you,
That's why I said take a piece of the car, put it up on the shelf, and
yeah,
get rid
that's
of
all
it.
you got left.
Mhm. So I mean, you can't do a frame swap on it because the body ain't no more good.
No, the car was shot.
Hmm.
It had like 380 some thousand miles on it.
Damn. Well, he got his money out of that car, that's for sure.
It was a 3800. An
Hmm.
old GM 3800. Those things would run.
Hmm.
In fact, you ask GM engineers, you ask what the great one is, and they'll tell you 3800. All the older GM engineers refer to the great one as the 3800. It's the best V6 GM ever fucking built.
Oh, okay. What engine?
The 3800. Yeah. I'll come look. Oh, my leg.
It's a V6.
What size engine?
V6.
Yeah. What? How many? 3 point what liter?
He just said 3800.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Oh man. Whew. It's boring. I need to be driving, making money.
Where are you sitting at now?
Kentucky.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
What's that
Got to
close?
deliver. Yeah, that's close to. That's about as close as about 100 miles away from Murfreesboro. We deliver here tomorrow at the Walmart DC, and we deadhead down to Murfreesboro, take a couple days off, and get the truck situated, and finally get to pick something up we've been waiting for almost a year now. Yep, just over a year. So, and then after that, the fun begins.
Was it a big surprise what you're picking up that you've been waiting for a year for?
The settlement from the house. It's being mailed out tomorrow.
Love it.
Certified mail tomorrow.
What do you mean the settlement?
The money we get back from the house that when it was sold.
Real 9222.
House in Michigan.
Hello, hello. Copper owl coins. How y'all are?
You talking about your house in Michigan, Raging?
Uh huh.
So what happened with that? I understand you getting a settlement out of it. How is it you're getting a settlement?
When her dad passed away, he didn't have a living will. auction the house off. Her brother gets half of it. The lawyer took his part, and then she gets the other half.
I see.
It had to go through probate court and all that other bullshit. And yeah,
Would the lawyer take a third?
around 17,000.
What'd the house sell for?
87.
87. 17,000. 87, 10% would be 87. 8,700 times 2.
Plus
He
the
didn't
city
take
had to, plus the city had to take the back taxes that were owed on the house. That was around $8,000. So her and her brother wound up with having a split. When it was all said and done, $54,000. So yeah,
So when you get that half, you should just go buy yourself a Snap-on Epic 84-inch.
no,
No.
no,
That would
no.
take a third of the money.
Third of the
That'd
money,
take
take
pretty
almost
much
all of it. It'd take
I'd
almost all
take
of it.
all of it.
Oh, okay.
No, not happening. No, we're going get a rental house for now. Buying her a car, paying some bills off. Do whatever we need. What else we need want to do with it? Probably fix the semi with it, maybe. And then after that, we'll sell a semi. Either sell it if it's not good enough to really run with. If it's really good enough to run with, we'll probably lease it on here and go back to being owner operators again. Or we'll just sell it and figure out what we want to do after that.
There
How
you
much
go.
repair did you say it needs?
Volvo said about 16 to 20,000.
So it probably only needs about 12,000, 10,000.
It's
Yeah.
only really got it's really only got 2 bad injectors.
You gotta find
Other-
yourself somebody to do that on the side.
Well, the injectors, yeah, but for the EGR cooler, the CCC valve or CCV valve, the air compressor, the DPF filter, I'm going to do all that myself. One thing I can't do is do the cleaning of the DPF filter, but I can pull it out and take it up somewhere and have them clean it. And the injectors, I can't do the injectors.
How much do they want for the injectors? Or are they trying to replace all of them?
They want to replace all of them.
How many miles are on it?
550,000.
Probably best to do that. I don't know what those injectors cost a piece, though.
Everything included, just for injectors, about 10 grand to do that job.
Is it that labor intensive to get them out?
Yeah, because you got to rip the
Wow.
top of the part. You got to rip the top of the block off. From what I understand about it.
Dave, are you familiar with the old Windsor 221 V8 engine?
Not really familiar with the old Windsor 221. I know about the
Yeah.
Windsor 351. And you had the 351 Cleveland.
Yeah, but we're talking about what in the 60s, I think.
Yeah, 221. What was that in?
I think he said a Ford Fairlane. I lost it. Let me look.
That's
I
an
think it
awful
was-
small V8.
Yeah, it is. I know the 265. I'm familiar with that one.
That's a small V8.
Yeah, I forget.
We
I think
built
Chevy had the 265, if I'm not familiar. Yeah, Fairlane, right here. Ford Fairlane.
when me and my brother-in-law built the Mustang that we had. We had an '89 Fox body with 351 crate, pushing 700 at the motor alone. That bitch would stand up on the back two fucking tires and just burn rubber.
Damn, that's a smaller one there. 215 aluminum
What
block V8.
Rail? What was that in? What Buick was that in?
What,
What,
that
A
was it
351?
aluminum? No,
Yeah,
Rail made a comment.
215.
215, an aluminum Buick V8.
It's on the screen.
There was
215
215
aluminum
aluminum
Buick
block.
V8. An aluminum Buick V8, not block Buick. Unless that's what he meant, aluminum block, or he
Well, that's
meant
what I'm saying.
aluminum block and then
Black.
added Buick, V8. I got a friend of me and Johnny's, the old man, Evan Roy, that we keep hauling around town to do his, paying bills and grocery shopping and all that. And he's got a Cutlass. He got a down Cutlass under his driveway, under his garage, and he put a barbecue pit behind it to try to hide the, monotony, hide the back end of the car, and he put a tarp over it because everybody was knocking on his door, wanting to buy that old Cutlass. And Cutlass Supreme. It's not the 442 or nothing, but it's a 70s model. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a 78 or something. I thought I had it. I think I took a. Did I take a picture of it, or I just looked at it? Go on my gallery and look here. I should have took a damn picture of it.
78 was one that had weird ass trunk on it. 78's
I found
when
it.
they totally changed the look of a Cutlass. Is it 78 or
70.
7?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of it next time I go. Next time I go to his house. I thought I took a picture of it, but I didn't. I don't have it on here. Next time I go to his house, I'll take a picture of it. And it's silvery color, like a champagne.
I found a
I'll get a
YouTube
picture
channel,
of it. Show it.
and this guy goes around buying old cars. Well, a lady's husband passed away, and he had a car sitting in a storage building for over 22 years. Really nice car. I just forget what it was. I think it was a Buick or something like that. It was maroon, like a maroonish color, maroonish purplish color. Really nice car. He finds them, fixes them up on site, and drives them home. I wouldn't mind owning something like that. Forget the guy's channel name.
It's a 3.6 liter engine. The 221, 3.6 liter. I got a picture of it. I'll share it in a minute. I think this is the picture of it. Ford small block. Oh, this is a Ford small block, aka Windsor V8. Let me see here. Thing says Cobra on the valve cover. Cobra powered by Ford. This is a 289 K code in the Shelby GT350. Okay, this is not the 221. I wanted a picture of the 221. And then they made a straight 8. Starting 1954, the special received the Buick. It said the special received the V8 as well, but a straight 8 engine, straight 8 cylinder. 145 horsepower at 4,400 RPMs. Max torque 216 at 2,200 RPMs for the Ford Windsor, the 221 V8. Wow, I'm familiar with 265, but I didn't know they made a smaller one than that. 221, wow. Oh, here's a YouTube channel with it. Let me see what this is, who this is. Automophilia. I think it's it's a short. Yeah, he just put it out in April of this year. Automophilia.
I'll be right back.
That's a cute little engine in the big old engine bay. Let me share this real quick. Get back to StreamYard. All right. There's that link to that YouTube video on the 221 V8. Oh, I can imagine rail, the real popular with the sand rails and dune buggies. See, over down here we call them dune buggies. When you go west, like New Mexico, Arizona, California, they call them sand rails. We just call them dune buggies down here.
They call them dune buggies here too because we have a lot of dunes.
There you go. Yeah.
We got the sand dunes all across Lake Michigan. And the west side is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Boom, 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 boom. $5 super chat from No Man's Land. Thank you, sir. Sold
And an
it.
extra
I
boom,
missed
boom,
that
boom,
car.
boom,
Some
boom.
guy turned it into a derby car. Yeah. And then we call them like a four-wheeler, like a Honda go to the woods four-wheeler, Honda Foreman or whatever, or a Kodiak, a Grizzly four-wheeler, go hunting in the woods. Got a gun rack on the front, hold two or three guns, and then a rack on the back to hold the deer and bring it back out the woods. We call those four-wheelers. Out west, they call them quads, which, quad is four,
What's real popular up here? What's real popular up here is everybody likes to call them side-by-sides. They're actually those little, I call them little miniature go-kart / dune buggy deals on off-road vehicles.
I know what you're talking about. It's like a mule or something.
They got Can-Am makes them, Polaris makes them, Honda makes them.
Yeah, well, Kawasaki Mule. It's a side by side.
They were like $25,000 if you have a four-seater. They go like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, one in
there's
the
a lot
back. I got a
in
seat in the
northern
back for
Michigan.
two people.
In northern Michigan, there's a
Yeah.
lot of trails they can ride. There's a hell of a lot of trails you can ride up in northern Michigan. You can actually go from like mid Michigan and this somewhere in this area of Michigan. You can actually find trails that will lead you all the way up to the bridge.
Wow.
And they have trails that go. If you know where you're going, they got trails that go everywhere.
And I tell you what, if y'all want to get an awesome UTV, like a Baja vehicle, that's the man right there. Speed Racing makes it. Speed Racing, Speed UTV.
Yeah, Michigan's got we got a hell of a lot of we got a lot of cool trails for dune buggy / side by sides, whatever you want to call them. They got shit ton of snowmobile trails that they groom them and all that 9 yards, and you can travel all over this up northern part of Michigan just by sled. A lot of
Let
people
me
come from Ohio and Pennsylvania, New York, all that, just to ride our trails.
let me look up a video. Try to catch a video. Speed.
Yeah, Kyle, Alex, Michigan still has. We have the dunes are absolutely amazing, but I believe there's only one spot you can ride on them now that they became state land, and that's Silver Lake, Michigan. The only spot that can actually legally travel on the dunes is in Silver Lake, Michigan, which still is plenty. You don't have to go to any other dunes. No, Silver Lake.
Yeah, I got a link right here.
They got a dune out in Silver Lake that I forget what they call it, but a lot of cars, a lot of vehicles end up rolling down it. They can't make it to the top.
Okay, that link I just put in the chat, y'all, that's for Speed Racing UTV. Y'all check that video out. It's 2 minute video, 2 minutes, few seconds, what have you. Y'all check that video out. That thing shits and gets. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's just one model. Okay, that doesn't represent the whole lineup that they have. But when I was talking about four-wheelers earlier that they call quads, the four-wheelers down here in the South, there's a Honda Foreman, or who made the Grizzlies? Kodiak Grizzlies. It was, I want to say it was a Grizzly. I think, let's see, it was Kawasaki, Honda, who was the main four-wheelers? You know, trail four-wheelers. You know, I'm not talking about a side-by-side. I'm talking about a one-seater, or you can put somebody on the back with you, you know, and they're, you know, real close to the deer rack on the back. Let's say it was,
You said the Grizzly?
yeah, is that Kawasaki?
No, it was Yamaha.
Yamaha Grizzly? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Yamaha.
Oh, yeah, okay. You said, thank you. Kyle said that. Well, let me put that up here too where y'all can read it. Thank you, Boo. That rig is a straight stock rig, Max. at 15. Oh, Max at 15 won the Nora in a carbon fiber race. He got them by minutes, by the way, instead of second. 15-year-old won that race, the Baja 500.
Mm-hmm.
Diabolical 58, what's up, mon ami?
Hey, Diabolical.
What's up, John?
He said,
pretty sure the
Diabolical
Grizzly-
said,
I'm pretty sure the Grizzly was a Yamaha. I mean, I
okay,
could look it up.
yeah, I don't doubt your word.
I could look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a Yamaha.
Okay. Diabolical 58 said, I used to race a Polaris SXS in the pro class. There you go. I want to say it was a Grizzly a buddy of mine had. We used to work together framing houses years ago, and he was a member of the hunting club. And man, he was making some money. You know, we were building spec homes, and he paid me real good. He was paying me $18 an hour, and that was back in late '90s. You know, 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But he had just, you know, regular four-wheeler, you know, four-wheel drive, one-seater, or like I said, you can put somebody on the back with you. Look up Honda Foreman, Foreman, and that'll show you what type of four-wheeler I'm talking about. All right, No Man's Land. Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate that super chat for sure, mon ami.
For sure, for sure, for sure, Rajo.
For sure. You find it, Dave.
What's up and good evening, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is Mike.
Shut up. Nobody wants to hear your shit.
You guys wanted it. So
You either. I'm looking for a video.
Yep, Yamaha Grizzly 600. There it is right there in all its glory. Get that, see if I can get that picture up. I mean, that was a machine this guy had. I think it was like $7,000 in the like 97, 98, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I have no idea what's a four-wheeler even cost today.
oh, you got them like the Grizzly and all, probably, you know, $9,000-$10,000.
They ain't cheap. I can tell you that right now.
I haven't priced one out in a long time.
performance without paying too much. So we're scooping.
Shut up. Oof. Nice.
Okay, there it is right there. That's the style of four-wheeler I'm talking about. You know, you can put two people on that seat. You know, you get the main rider toward the front there, and then the guy or the girl on the back, I should say, be on that very last part of that seat. Some of her rump would be on that deer rack on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we call a four-wheeler down here. But people in, like I say, in the West call them a quad. But they have different types of quads too. You know, you got your racing quads, which kind of look like the UTVs. Real high frame like that, a little high.
The Grizzly was made to work. It wasn't made to race. It was made for work.
Yeah, it's made for trails, the woods, running fence line on the farm, all that. But that sucker would do 60 miles an hour plus. Hell, a Honda Foreman would do 55 easy. I shut down the one I was riding at 55. The front end started shaking. Getting a little wobble like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nitro Rallycross, level 5 off-road, Gold Rush, just to name a few.
I'm trying to go back through my watch history and find this video.
You ever?
What's
Any
up,
of you
JWG Tech? What's happening, Mona Me?
Any of you
Yeah,
guys? Any of you guys ever drove crotch rockets?
Nope.
nope, never drove a crotch rocket, but
I can't
I
believe there's
used.
not more accidents with those things.
Oh, they do. You just don't hear about it.
Oh, you hit the wrong thing at the wrong speed with those things, you'll get a death wobble.
Oh yeah.
And the only way to get out of that death wobble is to accelerate hard. Otherwise, you're going to lose the whole bike.
A buddy of mine used to have a Honda 250. The same guy that owned that bought the Grizzly, he had a Honda 250, but it was a racer. Had the real high frame with the smaller tires on it. If I'm not mistaken, that was a 2-stroke, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that was a 2-stroke. Diabolical said one of my SXS used to be owned by Sparks Racing, owned by Brandon Hong. That was in many podiums at Lucas. I had another car built by SDR. We used to run off-road, not closed courses. Oh yeah, I tell you what, them little 4-wheelers like that, man, they can generate some horsepower, and you hop them up a little bit, get even more out of it. You didn't have to hop up that little 250 that Lee had. His last name was Kelly Lee. You didn't have to hop up that 250 racer you had, man. I got on that thing one time. I was like, oh, and I was on rice field roads, turn roads, dirt roads, dirt grass roads. Man, I'm like, oh, let off that accelerator there, boo.
Mm-hmm. I watch
Four-wheelers
too
are
much
just
YouTube.
fun. Four-wheelers are just plain old fun. If you don't mind taking the spill every now and then, getting to the max limit of them things, especially on a field road, going down in between the rice fields, you're on that, and after a rain or whatever, hard rain, make some little puddles and all that. But I'm not talking about the hole in the water. I'm talking about when it's dried up. You're getting a little hole like that. You might topple off of the bike, off of the 4-wheeler. Yeah, that's what makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you rode bicycles, okay, get off of the 4-wheeler subject. Any kid on a bike, me, I've had some bad spills on a bicycle, and I got a scar by my belly button when I was 6 years old. I was riding a buddy of mine's bicycle, and I could ride mine with no hands, But he had a bike, it was bigger tires than mine. It was like a Western Flyer, like say 18 inch tires, I think, with that handlebar that just did this like that, and like a tilt handlebar, like a tilt on a accent mark. And I was riding this, and I went to do it with no hands like that. And I just got on the bike. I wasn't used to this bike, and I don't know if I hit something on the road or what, but I took a spill with that bike, and the handlebar went in my gut. It broke my skin and went in about that far. No grips on the handlebar. No grips. Just plain steel sticking out. And I got a scar from that. And my mama was a nurse for over 35 years. She didn't take me to the hospital or emergency room. She just butterfly banded, cleaned it out good, butterfly band-aided with 2 of them things, and that was it. Called it good.
We didn't really know what hospitals were back in the day. We always had
That's
the
right.
home remedy fixes.
Oh, yeah. I remember the old playing cards with a clothespin. Going
Yep.
down the road. Yeah.
Either that or a flat aluminum can on the back of your tire.
Did that too. Yeah, but
until you ran it out.
when you yeah, because it would always fly off. But
Uh-huh.
you'd have to make that can skinny to hold it to keep it away from the fork frame.
Mm-hmm.
And Suzuki LTR 450 for a while until they tried to kill me. LTR, okay, probably Trail Rider. Boo, what are you going to be for Halloween? Well, it's Halloween right now.
I guess myself.
I don't know. I couldn't find a scary mask that looked like me, so I don't know. I probably just go as myself. But I ain't going to do no trick or treat. No, I got a bag of candy over here Missy bought for the kids. You know, the great nieces and the great nephews. The niece and the nephew. That's their names. The niece and the nephew.
Well, I was thinking of being Joe Biden for Halloween. But
Boy, that'll scare the hell out of any kid.
my daughter told me in my neighborhood we'll probably get shot.
Yeah. Let Missy put some
I
makeup
told her
on
I'm
you.
not bulky enough to be Trump.
There you go.
I have to hit McDonald's a lot more next year.
Yeah. You see, Braxton was typing this now as we were talking about it. He was typing this. Cajun, you want to be something scary? Dress up like a politician or the IRS agent.
I'll just be a truck driver. If that's the case, I never take off my costume then, right?
Yeah. There it is. There's many cuts I have on my body where I needed stitches. Never got them. I was reaching through
Yeah, I got scars all over the place.
a motor home I was renting, a mobile home I was renting, and they had the glass was broke, window pane. So I was reaching out from inside, I was reaching out, and I forget why I was reaching out. And where's that scar at? Y'all ain't gonna be able to see that, but it's right there. And I ripped myself wide open like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I was being careful.
Kyle, another reason why you went to the doctor is to get a tetanus shot. I know I had a rusty nail go through my foot. Mom's like, we'll go in there and patch you up, but you got to go to the doctor. I'm like, why? You got to get a tetanus shot. Make sure you ain't got nothing poisonous in your system.
Oh boy.
That hurt. That hurt worse than a damn nail going through my foot.
Yeah, but look at this one. Diabolical 58.
It's interesting.
I,
Diabolical says that. That was probably one of my worst injuries I ever had. I did not cut my tongue totally off by screwing around with my sisters. We were running around the house, and I jumped off. I don't even remember what I jumped off of anymore. And my sister was there, and for some reason I had my tongue out of my mouth, that's enough, and I slammed on her head and cut my tongue halfway through.
damn. I mean, I've bit my
That
tongue
sucked.
many times and drew blood. A lot of blood. You got a lot of blood in your tongue. And boy, that hurts.
Well, you can look at my head right here. Right here, there's a scar. Right over here is a scar. Right across all here. That's from a fucking. That's from a beer bottle.
Ooh.
I got a box cutter scar on my finger. Well, a carpet knife scar on my finger.
It never even knocked me out either. It just pissed me off.
Let's see, where's this one at? Right here. Y'all can see that one? From there to there. That's a scar. And that's from a beer bottle. I had a Coors Light or a Miller Light, long neck in each hand. And it was in the wintertime. We went hunting. We went to the bar and grill over in By Blue, south of Tiger Truck Stop down there. There's a little town called By Blue down there, community called By Blue. Not the Bayou Blue that Linda Ronstadt sings about and Roy Orbison, not that one. Anyway, I was walking out the bar going to my car, and I was parked across the highway, and there was like a little angle coming from the parking lot going up on the highway, and I hit a damn pothole in the driveway, right what road a blacktop is. You know, when it rains and all the water flowing down made a rut pothole there. And I fell, and when I fell down, both bottles broke. I had a full one unopened. No. I had just the one I had open broke. The one in this hand didn't break. And I got in my car. I threw that on the side of the parking lot in the ditch, the one that broke, and I opened the other one, got in my car, and I was going home. I was halfway home, and I felt something wet on my jacket sleeve, hunting jacket. I had that elastic sleeve, and I felt something wet. So I turned on my inside light, and I looked. It was soaking with blood. Man, all that was nothing. I went back to the bar, and I forget his name. He passed away now. He owned his own truck. He was a log hauler. And I asked him, I said, man, you got the keys to the fire station? And he was like, yeah. So I says, well, I need you to, I need the medical kit. He said, for what? I'm like, look. And I pulled down my coat sleeve like that. And he was like, man, you need to go to the emergency room and get stitches. I said, nope, sure don't. I said, just bring me to the fire station. So we took some hydrogen peroxide and cleaned that off real good. And I said, now put 4 butterfly Band-Aids on it. And he sure did. He put 4 butterfly band-aids and wrapped it with gauze real good. And he gave me a roll of gauze and some tape. And he says, I'm getting your buddy there, Robert, to go home with you because he's going to have to change that. And I'm like, well, whatever. So Robert came home with me. He slept on the sofa. And no, I slept on the sofa. He slept in the spare bedroom. And I woke up and he was changing the bandages. He said, man, you lost about a half a pint of blood while you were sleeping. He said, good thing you was sleeping and relaxed, you know. I'll never forget that. And it cut the glass went through the elastic on the coat sleeve at the end of the sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I think the scariest costume I ever had was when I dressed up like Mr. Rogers.
Damn.
It was
The
really
Craftsman
freaking. I walked up
Overdrive
to
was
every house and I said, "Would you be my neighbor?"
hell no. The Overdrive was already on clearance out in his area. Horrible marketing by Craftsman. They could have made it a home run with a few minor changes, like no skips.
There's
Yeah.
companies out there with no skips, but
I could try real hard tomorrow. I'll have to ask my daughter for some help, some like mustache material, some just total some very drastic changes. But she can do some pretty. She's kind of like an artist when it comes to makeup and stuff. And maybe I'll be Mr. Subaru tomorrow. That'll scare the hell out of everybody.
Damn.
Two Mr. Subarus and one USA.
go be. I got one. I got no. I ain't gonna go.
No, I already know it's up your sleeve, Agent, and I was gonna say that too. I just can't find shit to make me look that big.
No, I wasn't going there.
Oh,
No, I wasn't going there. I was going to I think Cajun knows the direction I was getting ready to say, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say Fat Finger's wife. Let's see if you get it.
Oh, I know I do.
Fat Finger's wife.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. I don't want to say anybody's name on here.
Yeah, okay, let's drop that one real quick. I don't want to get a hit.
When we go backstage, if you're still here, I'll let you know. I'll let you in on it.
Barney,
Yeah.
that purple dinosaur thing.
Yeah, I had,
Man,
I had a neighbor that hung Barney from the tree, and the neighbor called the police on him. This was like years ago.
Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah, he had
Ooh.
Barney hanging from the tree by his neck.
Oh
One of the
yeah.
One of the neighbors called the sheriff's department on him. And the
I
sheriff
did
was like,
not
"Come on,
let-
now, a lot of little kids like Barney. Can you please just take it down? There's no law against it. No, it's a Halloween scene out here, obviously."
Yeah.
You know,
I did not let my kids watch Barney or the Smurfs. No.
No, the worst was like
my TV didn't catch those channels.
what were they? The worst was like Teletubbies and
SpongeBob.
Boo Boo or
SpongeBob SquarePants. That he was, and Nickelodeon even admits
that was for
to what
adults.
he. I'm like, oh no, no, I ain't watching that. HBO. No, Smiths were one of them. The cartoons. The cartoons. My kids didn't watch that. The only good one is there was what was her name? The Smurf girl. Smurfette.
Yeah.
Smurfette was on there. And then she might have been a little geeky herself, you know.
Yeah,
She could have
probably.
been geeky, not with all the other male Smurfs around. She was the only Smurf out the whole gang of male Smurfs. So I know she wasn't geeky.
Well, that's when Botsy arrived.
Huh?
It's like Botsy's blanket anymore.
Say that again.
I said
Bocce,
it's Botsy.
Bocce.
our famous hooker.
Oh, the crochet hook. Okay, yeah, crochet girl.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Botsy. I still love you, Botsy.
Oh, okay. You calling her Smurfette? Okay. Well, she says she's not short. She's fun
Fun
size.
size. Yeah, she's a fun size. She's a fun
Yeah,
size hooker.
yeah. David Carlisle says, I don't know about Smurfette now. Yeah, she hangs around all the male characters. You know, she was getting banged every 3 minutes or so. What'd you do? Spit out your coffee, son? Damn, that came up through your nose.
You could have saved that for a second. Shit, let me enjoy my Coca-Cola.
That came out your nose, man. That's gonna burn for a while.
Man, that reminds me of one afternoon. Me and my little brother, we were at the junk. We were looking for some new rims and tires for a truck I owned, and his uncle had the same size tires that I had on my truck. So we couldn't find anything at the junkyard. So he said, "I just took a drink of soda. Same thing that just happened, but this time it came out." He said, "We can just go steal the ones off of his truck," and I just everywhere, all over the steering wheel, the windshield, the dashboard. It just poof. I'm like, "Come on." I had to
You
go
know,
home and change my shirt.
when I was about, I don't know, 13, 14, something like that, Mama had made some fresh squeezed lemonade, and uh, she broke out a bag of pretzels. You know, and when I was growing up, you know, we had now, lemonade was common, okay, and Kool-Aid that was common in the house. But you broke open a bag of chips, you know, that means Mom splurged a little bit, and especially pretzels. Man, I was eating the hell out of them pretzels. I ran out of lemonade, and I was drinking my sister's glass of lemonade. And she slapped me right on the back between my shoulder blades right there. I mean,
Oh,
she hit me hard, son, and it made me kind of, you know, like not that, but through my nose. Man, I was blowing my nose with a rag. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of paper towels back then. You know, that wasn't a common thing, and I was blowing my nose. And man, crushed pretzels were coming out of my nose in 5 minutes. And I was jumping on that lemonade when she got it, and it just kind of went, you know, from my throat up my through my sinuses, you know, because all that's connected,
uh
man.
huh. Clean your sinuses out.
There was a baby Smurf and only one Papa Smurf. Smurf
Kind
said,
of,
"I got one question. Who's your daddy?"
kind of reminds you of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, she had to have 7 of them to, you know, I mean, one wasn't enough. You know, had to have 7 enough to make up the deal there. The question is, did you re-eat the pretzels? No, they were coming out of my nose. I just washed that wash rag out. uh, Man, I'm getting hungry, and we almost on 2-hour mark now. I'm eating some of that. Man, Missy made the best loaded tater tots last night. Man, she was cooking that while we were live on Lance's channel, Sleeper Barbecue. And I turned the camera toward her. She was at the stove and she had cooked the ground meat. She fried the tater tots and it was, you know, some onions and bell peppers in there. You know, that was all cooked down in the ground meat. Put all that in there and that casserole did, layered that, and then put a bunch of cheese on top of that. Man, I tore that up when me and Lance was the last 2 in the panel. Well, Russ, I think Russ was there. I forget who was the 3rd one. I think it was Russ. But, you know, we was talking about getting off, you know, not getting off. We were talking about closing the stream down. Yeah, I knew that was going to be taken out of context a little later on.
You caught it just in time.
Oh, yeah, I did. That was a good save there, Boudreaux. That was a good save.
I have a quick mind.
Yeah.
Yours was a little quicker.
Well, I was a little faster than you. Anyway, them loaded tater tots were awesome, man. So that's what I'm eating for supper as soon as I get off of here in a little bit. And sour cream. That's right. Sour cream.
Damn, you just keep piling it on.
Get some mummy muffins, Freddy Krueger fries,
You guys are getting off.
Chucky chicken. Boo, did you get me a share? No, they were out. They sold out the second day over there. Diabolical. I got to call Angela or Paula, and I'm glad. Thank you for the reminder. She said they was going to do another order to get some more because they ran out. They ran out the second day at the K-Bone Festival on their shirts, and they had, I think like 800 shirts, something like that.
You're making my water. My
Okay,
eyes
no, it's
water.
not damn K-Bone. Yeah, it was damn K-Bone because they had and she said they were good looking shirts, you know. So I'll call. Send me an email tomorrow, Diabolical, about 11 o'clock, 10, you know, whatever time is convenient for you tomorrow, and I'll call Angela or Paula and see what they got and see how much they selling for. I think they're selling for $20 plus shipping. And then I'll give you the link to order the shirt. But I don't know if they got them, you know, they might have got them in. I don't know. Because that's been, what, 3 weeks? Let's see. I'll talk to her. Let's see. Well, I went to Walmart and I've seen her over there. I want to say it was about the 10th. The first or second week after the K-Bone Festival. So I'm pretty sure they got some in by now. If they made the order. If they made the order. Because they have 2 seasons for the shirts. You know, they do a shirt design like in the first quarter of the year, and then for the K-Bone Festival, they always make you know, like I said, about 800 shirts because there's like, oh man, 3,000 or 4,000 people go over there for that event. So, all right, everybody. Dave, you want to do your outro real quick?
Well, y'all have a good night. Thanks for jumping on and watching Cajun's stream. Catch you guys in the next one. And thanks for having me on, Cajun.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming in. Raising Cajun.
All right, everybody. Cajun, thanks for having me on. Dave, good to see you again. Good stream indeed. Always good stream. Especially when we get the goofing off a little bit. I about spit my drink out. Made me almost made my damn eyes water, but yeah. But stay tuned. Got some exciting stuff coming this month and next month. Big reveals. It's all coming up. Black Friday sales coming up. So y'all go out and have some fun. Be safe out there while you're doing it. Use a tool. Don't be one. But until the next time, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, everybody. I want to thank y'all for coming in. Dave, Raising Cajun, thank y'all for coming up in the panel. And everybody, and y'all stay safe. You know, it's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. A Pluta. That sounded chunky.